Does Guru Granth Sahib Ji say one way or the other? And why do you think that is? Because again, it's putting limits on it. So there's no real creation there. So we can see from the scientific perspective, those of you who studied it, that evolution makes a lot of sense. But there's still some parts of evolution that we don't understand fully, right? On why certain things happen. One very basic thing about evolution, for example, that scientists don't know, is how the very first organisms were created. What was the spark that led from simple proteins to become bacteria, right? And did it only happen once? And if it did only happen once, why does it keep happening? Why aren't there more new bacteria being created? So that's a very basic question that scientists still haven't been able to understand. So again, the Guru's perspective is not I'm trying to explain how life on this world is created. The Guru's point is, I want you to figure out how to connect with like the side of yourself and reach your full potential. That's the Guru's point. So that doesn't mean we're anti-science. In fact, we have a rich history of Sikhs being in the sciences and being intellectuals. You know, one of the greatest Sikh poets of the 20th century, a guy who just so in love with the Guru, and his books are incredible, Professor Buddha Singh, was also a chemist. It's really strange for those of you who ever read his books. You don't get that from his books. You would never imagine that the guy was a chemist who actually invented like industrial chemicals for a living and had a factory. So the idea is that scientific understanding and knowledge and that type of thing doesn't have to come in the way. But we can't think that that's the answer. We can't use that as a way of trying to understand our place in the world, because we're going to fail. And that's true. If you talk to any scientist, the more you learn, the more questions come up, right? So you're never going to reach the end of questions. So Sikhi is not about asking questions. Sikhi is about calming that impulse of wanting to know things and instead develop a relationship from here, from your head down, right? That's what Sikhi is about. Let's go on to the next slide. So this is a really difficult thing for us to understand. And even here within this camp, those of us who are, for example, Gesadari, will oftentimes look down on Sikhs who are not Gesadari. You don't have to pretend that you guys don't do it. I know I do it sometimes. We look down not only on, or even amongst Amritdhari Sikhs, Sikhs will look down at each other depending on what type of devas you do or the thing you do or other things. So it's very easy to stop recognizing the Vaheguru within other people. I take my kids to swimming class at the community center every week, and after their class is over, there's a class for adults with mental disabilities, people who have intellectual disabilities. So these guys come in and they can't talk properly, and some of them can't move their bodies properly, and some of them are screaming or talking in a strange way. And I thought about it that my children's first reaction was to be scared of them, instinctually. And be kind of weirded out by these grown men who are very big, but who are acting like children, right? And so all of us instinctually, when we see someone who's different, regardless of what that difference is, we are scared by them, or we're disgusted by them, or we think there's something wrong with them, right? This is one of the biggest challenges we have. And Bhai reiterates it again and again. And I encourage all of you to really, especially develop a relationship with the Kalos, which is the Bhai Guru Gopasingh, where he is just incredible. He goes through, like, you know, he talks about like the same Vaheguru exists within the prostitute and the king, you know? So people that we marginalize, and he talks about people who are hermaphrodites, and gives them even a place of respect in the body. So people who are in the margins of society, who we consider to be the lowest of the lower, the strangest, or in the dirtiest professions, or whatever it is, we're just saying even within them, the amount of Vaheguru in them is no different from the amount of Vaheguru, the holiest person in the world, and whatever that means. So it's very easy to say, oh, look at that person, he's successful, or she's successful, she's rich, you know, they're a good person, that person's their life is a mess, or whatever situation is, they must be a bad person. And the challenge from a Sikh perspective, and what happens when we take Amrit? What do the Bhaj do with the Amrit? That's one of the things that they do to us, in our eyes, those who have taken Amrit. What do the Bhaj do? They splash Amrit into our eyes, right? What's the point of that? Anybody? Bhajin, what do you think? Why do you think the Panch Pyare, you got, there's no one over there. Why do you think the Panch Pyare splash Amrit is pure? No idea? If you have to guess. Okay. Let's see, somebody else. What do you think? Oh, yeah, look at it right here. Why do you think that's part of that Mr. stand? Okay, anybody volunteer so I don't have to keep picking up people? Not you. You already answered. Andy. To what?
Purify your vision.
What does that mean to purify your vision?
Like make you see everyone as equal.
To see the Vajra Jyoti to everybody. It is really difficult for us to understand that even in the worst person in the world, a horrible serial killer or pedophile, some horrible person, has Vajra Jyoti inside. So from a Sikh perspective, this is a huge challenge. But in every step, the Gurus are asking for us to break down divisions and barriers and see only oneness everywhere. So this Shabad, this line from Akalos, the Guru, Obasindhi is saying, Kathum Patari Hoy Ke Magat Pertik, Kahum Mahanda Hoy Ke Magot Tadadeh. That sometimes you're the beggar, and sometimes you're the person giving money to the beggar who you are in fact the same person who is the beggar. It's hard to translate it. The Gopasing's way of words is beautiful, right? So there's a problem with a lot of Bani. It's so poetic that the translation ends up being like 5 times longer than the actual Bani because the Guru is able to capture a lot of ideas in a short amount of space, right? So this is a huge challenge that the spark of like the creation is within everybody. Let's go to the next slide. To the next slide, sorry. So no, go back. No, you missed it again. No, forward. One more. Okay, stop there. So sometimes you'll read Shabads in Guru Granth Sahib Ji where they talk about Vaheguru or the Guru as being far away. And there are Shabads that are in a state of what we call Virag, which is a state of longing, where the person who is revealing the body, be it a Guru or Bhagat, is really just full of thirst, dying of thirst to look or to experience or to feel the presence of Vajra. And so we have this famous example, everyone, I think a lot of you must know this is from a Shabad of Guru Arjan Sahib, but we read it in a collection of Bani called Shabad Azad, right? It's the first Bani, Shabad Azad, right? So here Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is talking about meeting the Guru, and I couldn't find a painting or an image that fit it, so I thought that Sakhi of Baba Butta Ji the Sixth going to Gwalior when Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji was there, so desperate to see Guruji that they would just do the prakarma of the fort so they could be close to their Guru. That's sort of, I felt, kind of encapsulated that idea, you know? And how lucky are we that we can do darshan of our Guru whenever we want? We don't think about that, right? There was a time that the Guru was taken from the Sikhs. Guruji was locked in a fort, and Sikhs were desperate to have darshan of their Guru. So, can we go to the next slide? When I think of people who are in Jaitikala, I always think of Sukhandita, because this is a picture of 2 guys who are about to be hung in a few hours. This is a picture from the day of their execution. So, I don't know about you, but those don't look like people who are about to be executed, you know? The day that they were sentenced to death in jail, in court, does anyone know what they did? Yeah, they served Mukhiai to everybody in the courtroom. You can see pictures of them, they're like laughing, smiling, it's not a show, you know? So, how are you able to develop that type of relationship where you can stay in Jaitikala even in that situation? It's when you feel that Vajra is with you. Prabhavanastireha Parpura Janamika Gabe Dekadu. So my Vaheguru is everywhere, with me all the time. Everywhere I look, I see Vaheguru. You can see the line on the bottom of the right side is Tu hai sajan, tu sadan, tu ape milanhar. That you are my best friend who knows everything, and you yourself unite me with you. It's a beautiful idea. And I like this. Guru or Vaheguru is explained as Thakur, as master, as a Swami, as a mother or father. But I think one of the ways that Vaheguru is explained that I really associate with myself when I'm reading Bani is as friend. Because what is a relationship? What's a friendship based on? What's a basic thing? It's not based on love, right? And trust. Who's the trust? It's based on trust, right? Like you trust your friend with things that you don't tell anyone else. And you trust that your friend is loyal to you, and when you are down, that you can really depend on a person. And what's the other thing about a real good friendship? Is it a one-way street? It has to be both ways. That's the real beauty of it. The Guru is not creating a top-down relationship. Vaheguru wants to be in a loving relationship with us. It's a beautiful idea. It's so empowering that we can have a friendship with the Guru. Not a relationship based on fear, not doing it out of because we're scared we're going to go to hell, or we're scared we're going to be reincarnated into a bug, or something like that, but because we want to be connected to something bigger than ourselves. Something that will take care of us and be there for us. And the only thing that will be there for us at the very end, right? So, if we go back to the last slide, and now back to the next one. So we see that sometimes, to the forward. So we see that sometimes Guruji or Bani talks about Vaheguru as being present, very close, and other times Bani talks about Vaheguru as being far away. How do you guys explain that? Because sometimes people who criticize Sikhi will say that this is a contradiction in Bani. But we know that Bani has one inspiration, and it has one internal message going throughout, and there's no possibility of contradiction. The mistake is within our own interpretation, right? So how is this understood? Does anybody have an idea? How do you explain this difference? Why is Vaheguru sometimes far away, and why is Vaheguru sometimes close, as Vaheguru has said?
As a creator and creation.
Andy, can you explain more?
The creator being above, kind of running the show, the plan, the creation being close within us, or our loved ones.
So, I like the idea where you're going with it. Does anyone want to take a step further? What do you need to do before you develop that relationship with Guru? What do you need to have to walk? What do you need before you develop a relationship with Guru? Ajay? You need to want to develop a relationship with Guru, right? That's the key. You know, I can't force any of you guys sitting here, even if your parents force you to come here, I can't say, develop a relationship with the Guru, get up and do a bond, and you'll feel connected. If you don't want it internally yourself first, then all of this will be for nothing, right? So you need to want it first. You need to be in a state of mind where you want nothing more than to be in your Guru's presence. You want nothing more than to be connected to Vaheguru. So that's where that longing comes from. That's where that feeling of separation comes from. Where you know your Guru is so close, but your own fears, your own mind, your own insecurities are holding you back. And once you break through that, once you open yourself up to the possibility of the Guru, then nothing can stand in your way. Then you can be happy and still be happy, right? Then you can walk into bullets and still be happy. Then you can go on a hunger strike for how many days is it now? 43? 42. And it not be a problem, right? That's the power that you get when you are in a loving relationship with Vaheguru. Because once you realize that you're connected to something that never dies, then it doesn't matter what happens to your body, right? Let's go on to the next slide. How much time do I have left? Buddy? I did. Shit, that's 40 minutes? They're like, what?
You can finish earlier.
Yeah, we'll finish early, don't worry. So, I found this website, I got a big kick out of it. It's called Islam Sikhism. It's a website about making, it's a website, an Islamic website about trying to convert Sikhs to Islam, okay? And it's all about finding what they consider to be holes in Sikh philosophy. And one of the things that they really make fun of is the Sikh concept of Vaheguru. Because they're like, how can Vaheguru have no forms and Vaheguru have forms? How can you worship a God but then say that God exists everywhere? It doesn't make sense. You guys are confused. And you're just trying to mix two different ideologies. And if you guys ever take world religion classes, it's really frustrating. It's one of the main things they always repeat. That Guru Nanak Sahib Ji did what? He took Islam, he took Hinduism, he just stuck them together and created a new religion, right? Which is so beyond ridiculous, it can be disproved very easily, right? And we'll talk about this tomorrow in our Guru workshop and our Guru presentation. So, a lot of people really have a hard time with this understanding of what we consider Vaheguru. We ourselves sometimes have an issue with it. Let's go on to the next slide. So, it's a very special symbol or letter or, you know, it appears in Guru Granth Sahib Ji again. It's the very first thing in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. What does it mean to you? Let's get some ideas. Benji with the green chimney. What does it go on God mean to you? Only one God? Okay. Anybody else? Is that the limit of it? Is that all it means? Vaheguru is limitless, okay.